Yeah, cool. I can use my thingy. Let's go.
Right, cleric. Andy. Come on,
Fucking god.
guys.
Come on, game, really?
No, I'm not seeing my roll. But I'm assuming it was low.
Unless you rolled a 3, I think it was.
Does anyone want to spend the interaction for the D10? That might be worth it. Because I can +3 myself.
Sure,
It's
Nate,
not
go
in
for
the
it.
chat.
Right, so I'm spending the thing for the +3, James, and someone else is rolling the D10 for me.
Hey, you better get
Two.
this. If at any time it's time to get a 10 on the D10.
Yeah, but someone else has to roll. I can't roll a D10 for myself because I didn't.
You have to be the one to roll it. They've just spent the thing for it.
Okay. Right, let me finish reloading, and we ball.
Can you please see what Leuven thinks as well?
James, what does Leuven think?
Well, with the information that Leuven has to work with, he's willing to trust his friends on this. If they are coming to him with a solution to the problem.
But so while you were offline, we had discussed that actually it makes no fucking sense that Taras could have translocated this many times over this distance.
Not just that, it couldn't have actually teleported. If you're
Because
following
yeah.
the actual rules of Miracle. Teleport is an uncommon spell, and it can't replicate a 7th. It can only replicate 7th or lower that are common.
It is entirely
Unless you
capable of doing
modified
so.
It must be common, or it must have access to it.
It has access to it.
Miracle. Produce any effect whose power level is in line with the above effect. Duplicate any spell from the Divine Spell list 9th level or lower that you have access to.
Yes, but teleport is not a divine spell.
Correct, but it just has to be in line with the power level of that spell. I'm not talking about teleport, I'm talking about a different one.
Oh, that's fine.
It just follows the same rules as teleport for the approximation of effect.
Well, anyway, skip the off topic about him not being able to use Miracle. What I'm after, is that it should be obvious that it had to be Miracle. Or wish, or
Unrelated.
something of that sort.
But I have now loaded.
That's not true at all. It doesn't have to be that.
I still can't see my own roll, James.
It could literally be that this creature can just will itself to be wherever it wants to be, as far as Leuven's aware. As far as any of you are really aware at this stage.
And in that case, what would stop it from willing itself to come out of the astral plane and back here? Because Sabo is very skeptical of that.
Yeah, and Leuven normally would be as well. But if that is the case, then there's nothing you guys can do about it anyway. And he has reason to believe that they have come up with some workaround for that basically to rule that either out as a possibility, or if that is what it can do, then the goal is to basically take it away from there.
Well, that's simply not true.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that.
James, completely
I-
unrelated.
From the beginning, have been talking about making the ship undetectable so that it can't follow us. And now we have another plan.
Yeah, Leuven's fine with pretty much both of those plans happening. In fact, he is in favor for redundancy.
I am going to, well, except the redundancy involves destroying Ventrix.
Honestly, he's fine with destroying Ventrix too. Fuck him. He's literally heard nothing about them that makes them redeemable in his eyes.
Okay. And I'm going to How long has it been since we set up the city, the old people city? Been like
Gravetown?
few months?
It's been more than a few months. You guys started on that over a year ago.
Okay. Well, it just happened after. Oh, right. Right, because actually more than a year, because we spent a year and a half preparing to go to Greystone after that.
Yep.
Okay, and how much blood a year are we collecting? Like 100 a day?
James,
You guys
unrelated.
approximated.
That's
You guys
maximum 37.
approximated them at which tab is that on? Sorry, I'll get to you in a second. Yeah. $117 a day. With some percentage of that being wastage, but you've got no idea how many.
Yeah. But anyway, we have a lot. All right, I'm going to for going back, I'm going to need someone to retrieve the chalice and get it to me as a backup.
Okay, so are you sending a sending for that to be brought to the city?
He can respond back.
I assumed he was sending it to his assistant rather than to you.
Oh, you're right.
I'm going to take a path into Ventrix that avoids other towns. Goes to this east tower.
Yep, I've already plotted one. It's only 4 days from where you are.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to need someone to bring it over to the east.
Yep, so are you sending a sending to, or are you asking Novarius to go get it?
How long would I think it would take? No, well, I think I might have to ask Novarius.
Nilvaria should be able to get it in less than a day.
I'm going to, in my reply to Nilvaria, say, that please get the chalice, might need it, and bring it to the east tower, where I will arrive in about 4 days. And
Okay, Nia, what were you asking?
Assuming that. So since I rolled for the religion, I got a 35 maximum. I have access to guidance, and I would have been using that because it's a check that takes time for me to do. Which means I believe guidance offers a +2, or is it +1? Status bonus. Cool. And I think Sabo should be able to aid me. Which I also think they would.
Doesn't last long enough.
And at least Sabo should be able to aid me.
Okay. Aid requires them to be capable of taking part in the act. Sabo, do you have the feat?
No, they don't.
what feat?
That's
It's a
okay,
learned
you don't
devotion.
have
You can.
Oh,
Okay, then yeah, just 35, James. Is that a failure or a success?
You see diamonds in the sky.
Is there Lucy around?
Is Lucy around?
Yeah. Well, please tell me someone caught that. Took you a while, huh?
Yeah, I hadn't seen that movie in ages.
There's a movie?
Yeah, there was a
I was talking
reference
about
to
the
that.
Beatles song.
Yeah, there's a reference to that song in the Lucy movie from 2014 with Scarlett Johansson. When she's about to gain access to 100% of her brain, she says there's diamonds in the sky. Can't say I'm too familiar with the Beatles song. But I assume that's what the reference is to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Where were we? So you see that. What is your deduction from that?
I have absolutely no idea. Do I know any places like that? The astral plane?
Nope.
Anything?
Your knowledge on that is very limited.
Come if I know then.
Okay. Then with that, Sabo's moving the ship there. Can I get a D10 from you, Sabo? Can I get a D10 from you, Sabo?
okay, guys, come on. This is when we pull out the event to save ourselves.
No, I think I only have 6 encounter
go.
adjusters.
Holy shit. Okay, are you guys making this a tier 5 negative?
I'm making
Wait,
this
are
a tier
you
5
serious?
positive, no?
Why would we make it a tier 5 positive? We want something
Why would
to
we
fight
want
this
a
thing.
negative encounter?
To fight it, so it fights the thing.
Yeah, but it's not here yet. If it doesn't get here in time, we're fucked.
Well, the encounter happens. We chill at the encounter until it arrives.
I'm not going to contribute to that. If you guys want to, that is on you.
Okay, I knew I have to roll again in any case. Okay.
Since it mostly affects you, if you want me to do it, I will.
Yeah, I'm
Otherwise,
not
I will
there.
not.
I'll throw something at it if you want, though.
Yeah.
Taking my vote out of the situation. You guys can solve this with Sabo. I'll just think of how to not die.
Well, we can't make it a tier 5 without Nia.
Okay, if everyone else does, I guess I'll do it. Can we not make this a positive instead?
We don't have enough.
Wait.
We can make it a tier 3 positive. Because it's 1 negative right now. I mean, it probably is not the best idea, but it's an idea.
Okay, so who is using a negative encounter increase?
It's up to Sabo.
It's up to Sabo. If Sabo wants to do it, then I will spend it. But me and Kevin aren't there.
Sabo, are you using it?
I'm gonna use at least 1. I don't think we should make it a tier 5 necessarily, but I mean, it's also a bit silly to use it because now the adjusters are like both directions, so it's always get a good one afterwards instead.
I mean, I have 6 of them. I'm fine with spending one here if you want one.
Sure, give me at least 1.
Okay, you can have one of mine.
Okay, so that's 2 used so far. Who else is using theirs?
Do you want another one?
I mean, I have a load as well, so how many do you have?
I have 4.
Anna, let me use the other one.
Okay. Well, each person can only use 1 in this situation.
Yeah, that's okay. We'll do a 3.
-3.
Yeah.
Okay. So -3. Who else has used? So that's 2 negative increases. Is there going to be a
Yep,
third
I think
use?
that's what he wants it to be.
You just want -3. You don't want to go deeper than that.
Are you sure?
I don't think it's. No, I'm not sure.
Nothing about the situation gives us the feeling that we're sure, James.
I mean, I don't mind if we make. I don't mind if you guys want. I don't mind going deeper. It's not like.
Well, okay, hear me out. We either let James destroy the ship with this negative encounter, or we let Infernian do it.
Well, so Infernian isn't going to do it because I'm going to reach the town. I'm gonna have the chalice, and then I'm gonna be fine. The chalice has like thousands of charges in it at this point.
Okay, so that is if you reach the town. If you make this a tier 5 negative, you
Well,
might
exactly.
not.
That's the reason why I'm not necessarily eager to make it a tier 5 negative.
Yeah, I think tier 3 should be fine. It might stall the thing.
Okay.
Are you sure you guys don't want to push it to tier 4?
Maybe tier 4 is better.
All right. Done.
Okay, perfect. I'm boosting it to tier 5.
Thank you.
Come on, James, you can try and brag.
Tier
Wait, is there
5,
anything
number
above tier 5?
5.
Is there anything above tier 5?
No.
It's a shame. If it was a tier 6, I would have done it for the lol. Well, okay, we ball.
Okay.
Can't wait to die because we decided to do this.
On the plus side, you two are Celestials. You theoretically will survive this, assuming the
All
Inferno
I
will
have
use
to do
it on you.
is avoid this.
So
Yes,
what
of
if they
course.
want, James?
So, the next day, you know how you guys normally regain 1 spell slot of each level?
Mhm.
You're not. No, Varius.
Cool.
Kevin, that goes for you guys as well.
Oh
The
boy.
fuck? How is it affecting us?
Oh,
not
because
even with
this is a world altering effect.
Okay.
Is it just them?
Nilvarius,
Yeah.
you are actually in a situation to make a check about this.
Okay.
Okay, how much do you know about ley lines?
I would assume I know a fuck ton of about ley lines. It's the most significant
Make me an
principle of
arcane
magic.
check.
Someone blew up a ley line.
Yup.
This ley line's been ruptured. It's been drained. There's no magic here.
In Ventrix? Or
This entire region is channeled off this ley line.
oh.
So Infernian can't really attack us, can it?
Do ley lines repair themselves over like vast amounts of
You've got
time?
no
or is this,
idea.
like... Okay. As soon as that happens, and he like probably does whatever Navarius does to like the determination of it, he probably probably with Kevin, the ley line underneath us just ruptured.
What does that mean?
In
Magic is
other
depleted.
words, we're fucked.
Are we with the council?
Not at the moment,
Let's
but
take a
would you like to? Because the entire city's gone into panic.
Probably.
Okay. There is a line of priority meetings with the council at the moment. It's going to take a couple hours, but you'll get in there.
I wonder if it behooves me just to like do a quick sending to them as like, can you confirm that a ley line just ruptured?
Are you sure you want to
I guess
waste
I could
magic?
No, probably not. Probably a safe assumption that they probably are quite aware of that, considering that I'm not the only magically gifted person in this territory. So
All right, so James, important
Yeah.
clarifying question.
Yep.
Am I still able to refocus to regain focus spells?
Let me check. No.
Oh boy.
there is something positive that does come of this. It means that the Infernion will also probably likewise be affected by it because it can't channel magic either.
Evan, you can fist fight it.
I mean, James, what's that thing size category?
Fucking massive? I'll check in a second.
Fucking
Unless
massive. Is that a category?
Is
well,
it within
well-
Kevin's grapple range?
I think it's the same
on the map, they
size
were
as large
colossal.
giant, so colossal.
Yeah,
So I think it's one tier above his grapple size.
I don't think you'd grapple that fucking thing anyways.
Have you seen the things that Kevin has,
Nia
though?
and Sabo.
Yep.
What's your plan for the ship?
Well, use gold.
Should be enough to run for a few days, but eventually we're gonna get fucked. We need to find out what direction we should go to get the fuck out of this situation.
Well, okay, so we have gold to go for some time. Going for a day costs like 1,000 gold. We get, and that's going faster than we normally go. So
Not without spell slots being used in addition.
okay, it costs a bit more. But spell slots were taking 1/3, and the 1,000 gold whatever was taking 2/3. So we can go. The plan is stop wasting. I mean, it doesn't really matter if we spend the spell slots that are in it, but use gold to follow on with the plan as was. Get my chalice back. Put everyone on the ship, and wait a second. Is that? Am I gonna assume that their weapon is not gonna work either?
That's what we're going to be waiting in line to figure out.
Well, I'm also going to assume that if the magic stopped working, then it stopped working for that creature as well. So I'm just gonna carry on. I'm gonna pick everyone up. Then potentially I'm just gonna fly us over to the ocean and we sail away. Aren't we glad I put some sails on this thing?
Okay.
So I guess the plan hasn't changed.
Well, I guess we're about to
Well,
find
not
out
for
if
me.
the plan
Not
has
for
changed.
me, because I don't even really know what happened. I just know that it seems like I have to use some gold to get to the town, whatever happened.
And how much gold do you have?
They only need 16,000 to make it to the town. They'll be fine.
I only need 4, no? I mean, I fucking.
Each
forgot
bulk
about-
is 20 slots. You're currently going at a speed of 85 slots per day, so that would be 4 bulk per day.
I-
Your
Oh,
current speed.
wait, this calculation.
It's in the public sheets
Which,
doc that
Yep.
I put in updates for you.
Yep. Thank you, I'm going there. But yeah, carry on. We're traveling.
Okay. So, Nilvarius, Kevin, you eventually get through to the council, and it is a full session. All of them are there. They look exhausted. Is there any updates? Is the ship intact?
Ship
It's
is intact.
intact.
They are on
it's-
they are on our way to the designated location.
Will the plan still work?
Yes, the weapon is still functional.
Then I won't
We
waste
also-
any of your time.
Sabo requested us to also to retrieve the chalice as another contingency, which we are going to do after we are finished here.
Very well. Is there anything else?
No, we won't take any more of your time.
They nod and let you leave.
All right, so we go.
Yep.
How far of it is the journey if we're making the journey on foot to this other part of the city, to the other city that has other more people in it?
If you're walking, it is 4 days.
4 days.
We don't have that time.
I don't know.
Horses? We have if we rent
If you
out
go by
some horses,
carriage,
rent?
it is 2 days.
What do you think, Kevin? If we take by horse, then we can get there in 2 days. I can spend what magic I have with me to also make it there in a day, if that. But magic is precious right now.
I
Could
think
also
we
go by
can-
slave dragon. That would be 12,
Slave
16 hours.
How much does that cost?
It's like 300
Oh, okay. For both of us, or just
for both of
per
you. It's
person?
just for the trip.
Okay. All right, we'll take the dragon. I have the gold.
Okay. You fly on the lobotomized dragon.
Bitey, I can't find the fucking spreadsheet. What the fuck?
It's just in the updates channel.
What? Right, 1 bulk, 20 slots per day. Well, I guess we can fast forward.
Yep. Okay, you guys go grab the chalice. There's literally no issue there.
While I'm there, do I see the actual, like, full width of their operation, that they actually literally kill people at the end of their life, rather than letting them pass naturally? Do I actually see that?
I don't think
Or they
there'd be
just
much
pass off the chalice?
avoiding seeing that.
Oh, okay. So, Navarius had the assumption that it was at the that they wait until the end of their life and they just pass on. So he is a little bit horrified. I'm not sure if this is also a revelation to Kevin too. I'm assuming, because I sincerely doubt that he would be okay with this.
Yep.
It's more like on their last breath, just to.
Yeah, to put it in perspective, it is they have hours, maybe a day or so left, and it's when they could go at any moment, really, in the next 24 hours or so.
It's still horrifying, but he leaves it be. But obviously, it's the first time actually seeing what is actually happening, and it's and also I'm assuming Kevin's seeing that true. Also, the first time, not sure how what feelings he has about it.
I am trying to decide what feelings Kevin has about that right now.
Assisted dying is a thing and it's quite humane.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm trying to decide exactly how Kevin feels about it.
Let me see if Kevin has any fun oath lines regarding this.
That's what I'm looking through right now.
Well, Kevin doesn't actually have to go in there.
There's no reason that he wouldn't accompany Nilvaria, so just they're going there for a pickup. I imagine they're attached to the hip right now.
Also, I don't think you retrieve the chalice by going through that particular room.
I have no idea.
You definitely don't.
That's why
set it up so it's elsewhere.
That's why I just
Chalice
asked James,
is in a room below it where there's an aqueduct taking the blood to it.
That's why I asked James, is it something that I actually see while I'm there, or do I not see it? And James says it's hard to not see it.
You don't see the killing, you do see where all of the corpses are lined up that have been all drained of blood.
Well,
Actually,
they know.
100... There'd be at least one corpse currently going through the process almost constantly.
Mildly horrifying, not as bad as if we saw the full width of it, but it's still mildly horrifying.
Okay. Anyway, you grab the item and then you're on your way.
I'm assuming we need to pay more gold for the return trip to our next location.
Yes.
The 300.
Yep. Okay.
If Kevin attempts to pull out money to pay, he shushes his hand away. You've paid enough at this point, Kevin.
So James, that happened just as I turned back, right? So I would have been over the ocean the last time this fucker could have scried me.
No.
No? Are you sure?
Yeah. You would have been just past the ice region, which is still... 1,400 miles away from the ocean.
Okay. Well, it's too late. If either it can scry me or it can't scry me. It's not like I can go to kite it to the ocean now. That's fine. Carry on.
Okay. Then you both arrive back at the city, and you've got 2 days to prep. There isn't really much to prep, so you guys happy to move ahead?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Sabo. You see the city off in the distance.
Right. I'm going to maneuver to the assigned kind of direction. Was I told how far away I should stay from the city? For the weapon to work? Or for the plan to work?
No, you weren't given specifics.
I won't go like... I'll stay a bit away, just like I'll be in sight so that they can inform me where I should exactly be baiting it. But I'll need to get inside because we're running on low magic.
Yep.
I
You
would-
receive a psychic message from the Mind Flayer telling you to bring the ship above the tower.
Okay, I do that, and hopefully I see Nelvares somewhere and I can pick up the challenge.
Okay.
Are they going to blast the ship into the astral plane right now?
That is not currently the plan.
I hope so. I just thought about it. You know what they could be doing? They could be just sending the ship into the astral plane, so that's where the fucker follows.
Always a possibility.
Although it would be quite stupid of them since they would still be revealing the location of the city. Okay, I go up above the tower. Can I pick up my chalice, please?
Yeah, I presume so.
Yep, you'd be able to.
He passes it off to Sabo, and he just remarks an interesting operation you're running.
Well,
He doesn't say anything. He doesn't say anything else. He just says that.
by my calculations, over this year, we can cure the plague, like what happened last time, about 30 times over.
Yeah, he doesn't say anything. He leaves it be. He hands the chalice back off to you.
As that happens, I'm going to fuck, I couldn't fly, so that's a bonus.
Alright. So, the ship hovers there. How long would you like to wait?
Am I spending money hovering it?
Yes.
But less. A lot.
Substantially less. It's
Okay,
a
we
bulk a
can
week
hover.
to hover it.
Okay, we'll hover it for like a full day, I guess, because that's when we're expecting the thing can
Yep.
catch up if it can still use magic.
9 hours later, everyone is
What's
suddenly...
that up?
Sorry, 9 hours later, everyone is suddenly jolted as something suddenly has happened. A flicker of silvery light, and you see this creature charging towards the ship.
Okay,
The Infernion, yes?
Yep.
Okay.
where is the direction located?
About 300 feet away from the tower base, and the ship's hovering above the tower.
So it's on the ground.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to yank the ship up and do evasive maneuvers.
Alright. You see a crystal ballista bolt fire from the base of the tower. Well, not the base, the midpoint of the tower. You don't see where it fired from, it looks like solid stone.
Okay.
The bolt hits the ground before the creature, and then a 100... Sorry, is that a 100 radius or 100... diameter? So a 50-foot radius around the creature is swallowed whole, as it is torn from space. When it does so, it closes in on that creature. Like the creature is acting as some sort of anchor trying to resist.
Wait, how quickly is all this happening?
As you have just pulled the lever for the ship to start rising.
What I mean is...
In one round. This is as the creature has been hit. Well,
okay.
the ground before the creature was hit, because they didn't want to target the creature directly with this.
Right. So the creature halfway into it, or
the creature is
into it?
entirely in the radius.
Okay. What wish can I use at this second to guarantee some success? What would it cost me to wish for the innate spellcasting abilities of this creature to be transferred to me?
That's a hell of a fucking wish. Holy shit.
That is insane.
Is that DMQ?
No,
No,
I've already
that
spent
is
the
that
GMQ
is
for
a
cost.
that is a Sabo.
That is the number.
I do it.
Are you sure?
No. But that number seems like a number that we have access to.
You should be able to more or less estimate if you have if you have access to it.
Yes.
Okay.
This is more than safe with this number.
James, is it?
I don't think the number is why James was questioning if Saba was sure.
Not?
I
But you
mean,
know, worth checking.
I don't know. Okay, so
Now, are you asking for its innate spellcasting or innate abilities? The cost is the same regardless.
fuck, I think I want a DM question here. I have one.
This would probably be an excellent time to use it.
Yes, I'm doing it.
I think there are very few occasions where this wouldn't be. This is like the optimal time to use one.
Yeah.
Facing down imminent death. Yes, a perfect DM question time.
How do I not die?
I'm just finding the channel. There's too many channels. Okay. The what will I? Okay, so let's say, what are the downsides of
Don't say downsides, say consequences.
consequences of let's see, benefits and consequences.
Consequences can be both positive and negative. That's why I didn't want you saying downsides.
I'm just gonna write benefits and consequences.
Perfect.
Because it's the same. Which is innate spell cost / or abilities. Of put it in bold for you. This is
Okay, wishing for its innate spellcasting, you get nothing. Wishing for its innate abilities, though. That. Oh boy, that.
I heard a yes.
So, that is going to make you a host of a primordial creature. Not something I would have... Well, actually, I expected Nier to do this, honestly. I thought Nier was going to do exactly this.
I still can.
with what
I thought they were going to take the
magic?
chalice and do this.
Still can.
Who's gonna give you the chalice, Nia?
Dive intervention. I'm sure I can fuck up in some way.
He
Okay.
literally only has one action to literally one action to do this. So not enough time to pass it off anyways.
I'm just not sure if this is the. Okay, so Sabo,
Yes.
speaking from experience here, because I think in this server I am probably the player with the most experience in fucking up in dramatic and in unpredictable ways. James can probably
Yes.
confirm that.
That is correct.
I understand the temptation. Trust me, I understand Elmar's his whole deal was, holy shit, that sounds cool, let's do it. Consider your choices incredibly carefully, because this can be something that's gonna fuck up your character for the rest of the year.
I
I'm not saying
understand.
don't do it, but like
But
take
that's
a
why
good
that's why
moment.
That's why I'm asked the question.
You would become a
So-
primordial host with all of the benefits and consequences that come along with that. Some of them being gaining some of the abilities of such a creature. Others being gaining the detriment of being a host to such a creature. It is a contest of wills to see whether you can keep control over it or not. If it breaks free of your host, it breaks free of your host, and you are now the one tagging along.
Well, I already have one campaign playing like that. It's not that bad. Okay.
Do I recommend you do this? Yes. Do I
I mean,
think it
I
will
have
be a bitch? Yes.
I'm definitely doing it. I will just work on keeping control. Especially that I know about it.
Okay, so you are wishing for its innate abilities?
Is there a way I can wish for it a bit more cleverly, that I get the abilities but not the full thing?
If you're trying to separate the creature from its abilities, that becomes a whole lot more costly, as in probably 10 digits.
Okay. What you're saying is I can get the reason why it has these abilities and become it for quite a reasonable price.
Question. Though I
Yep.
don't think they would do this because Sabo. But
Tabo will
Can I
definitely
just-
do it because Tabo.
okay, so this is like sealing a BG, right?
Yes, this is exactly that.
You know what they did with Kurama?
Made friends.
No. James knows what I mean. You know what Minato did to Kurama?
Put him behind bars and made it leak out slowly.
He split
No.
it. He split Kurama in two. He took one
Yeah,
half
because
of them to the Shinigami, and the other half got sealed in Naruto.
Yeah, because he knew that Naruto couldn't handle the full width of the Kyuubi and would get taken over eventually. So he split the burden in half. Can Sabo do that? Can they split
Sure, for 10
the burden
digits.
of
Okay.
motherfucker?
So
Yeah, okay, Sabo, you're fucked.
no, it's okay. So after I take this, I'm just gonna keep some
So immediately
wishes.
make a will save.
I'm going to. Is there? If I tag on to the wish, something along the lines of, and keep control of my actions, how much more costly will it be?
3 more digits.
3 more digits.
I think you can afford that.
No.
James, I understand
Yes?
that Sabo wants to seal this within themselves because power. I get that. I would probably do the same. But
Also, if I don't do it, it's not like it's gonna stop chasing me.
no. What I mean is, if instead of sealing it in a person, can it be sealed in an object?
That's
The
not what he's
object is gonna
attempting to
get
do here. That's not
sentient.
his focus.
Yeah.
But could it with the chalice? I know his focus is their focus is fairly to get the power because power, and I definitely understand that. But presenting alternatives, yeah, if they feel like considering them. Is sealing the thing in an object more safe and stuff?
An object
I think
has
it's
no
worthwhile to
will.
consider. An object also has no agency, so it wouldn't be able to get taken over, right?
An object has no will to keep it in check. It would just break free.
No matter what the object is?
The object will
Pretty
go on a
much.
rampage.
It would have to be a specifically designed object for sealing such a creature.
I think you're gonna have to take this one.
Well,
I tried.
anyway, I'm doing it.
Okay. So, Sabo makes the wish. Reality was imploding on this creature. And then it started spiraling like a tornado being pulled towards Sabo. As it impacts Sabo, head on, body on, being absorbed into him. Reality closes up, literally closing in hundreds of feet on each side of that area. As the land itself shakes as it's torn into place, the air rushes in, filling the area. And you see a crystalline sphere, almost. An oval, with a creature inside of it standing where that creature once was, much, much smaller. This creature appears to be inside of that crystal. Sabo, make me a will saving throw. This one is DC 30 plus 10 plus 12.
Oh, fucking hell.
DC 52.
Success?
That's not me.
He hasn't rolled yet. I was
Ah.
just calculating the DC.
Can someone give me some aid here?
I mean, yeah.
I think we can only do that after you roll, though.
Yeah. Is there ever time for you to roll a 20, Sabo? This is it.
If there's ever a time to use a theme, if you've got one, this is it.
I
Mine.
not have theme.
Then,
I'm
buddy, you
assuming I
better
can-
roll a 20.
I cannot purchase with inspirations right now.
Correct, you cannot.
So I have fuck all.
I'm not sure you could always roll a 20.
I mean,
Oh, God.
can I have advantage because I was prepared for this?
The sound of James considering if he wants to be nice today.
Sorry, what was your question, Sabo? I was reading something.
And I have advantage because I was getting ready for this, as I was realizing what might happen.
There is no preparation that one can do that could help.
Oh, fucking.
I saw 20 and then a 17 and then a 3.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think it's is it even possible?
Well, with the D10.
D10
Well,
can't
I'll
be
get-
used on saving throws.
Can?
Cannot.
Skill checks only.
Okay, wait a second. Let's see about abilities, because I have something about will, my ability.
You should have something that allows you to turn a critical failure into a standard failure.
So, you know.
Yep. No, that's success into critical success. And then I have greater, which is level 17. Fuck. Well, good news. I'm much easier to keep restrained. That creature.
True.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think that's how that works.
We're gonna find out.
It's probably not gonna stop the 1,700-pound Kevin from trying, though.
Had to roll a 3.
I miss
I don't thi-
re-rollings and +5s.
Hmm?
I miss re-rolling and +5s.
Oh, well. Okay, I'm not sure I have anything that's going to be significantly useful right now to prevent this critical failure.
Neither do I. Because Nia didn't know what was happening, so.
You do have an epic moment, though, which has reduced the DC enough for it to not be a critical failure. But it is still a failure. Okay.
That's better. We can do guidance and the +3.
I'll
Well.
throw a +3 at it.
I can guidance because I didn't know what was happening, but if James lets me.
Well, there is a reaction you can use, right?
Yeah.
If you want.
Even
I
still, probably not enough.
have some investigator features that reactions.
Actually, James, can we say Sabo would probably be within 30 feet of Kevin?
I did pick you up.
Yes, you guys are on the ship.
And James, would you agree that Sabo just failed a saving throw?
Yes.
Sabo, reroll your saving throw.
Thank you very much.
Are we within? I don't. Are we actually on the ship with Sabo?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Bah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Done at 1?
Yeah.
Oh god, hold
Kevin,
on.
you
Is
made
it-
it worse.
Kevin, you did make it worse.
I mean, Kevin usually does make any situation he's in worse. It is his
I'm
thing.
gonna. We do admire the attempt.
And it
no.
makes you use the new result. Jesus Christ.
Well, oh wait, hold on. I can steal 5 inspiration, undo that.
No, you can't.
No?
That's my last action, James. That is the only inspiration
Yeah.
ability that should still work.
From which god?
Death. That's what you told us that 5 inspiration undo comes from.
Die with the Nathan stuff? Or am I mistaken?
You said 6 of the 7 went away. That one was still there.
Yeah.
Because death was
Yep,
not
you're
killed.
right.
I'm going to do that, and I am going to undo my reaction.
Okay.
All of a sudden,
Can you
a failure seems like a good result.
They will learn that no matter what happens.
Can you trigger your
always get
champion's
worse.
resolve again since you undid it, or is that
No, that's going to
no.
be too metagaming. He won't
It,
allow that.
it would use the same number.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, what happens on a failure then? I'm
So-
assuming that the small buffs that we do are not enough to take it over the.
Sabo, your skin splinters. Your clothes
breaking out?
tear. Your body grows a foot in height. Your shoes burst open. Bones protrude from your body. and your heart splits in two. You hear it in your head. You hear its desire for destruction. You feel its desire for destruction. You want destruction. You will end the earth, the world. Whatever you want to call it, you will be the one to destroy it. You will. You don't know how yet, but you will. Your
Maybe they have an
skin
echo?
is literally burning off.
James, can they behave naturally?
I'm getting to it.
Wonderful.
You are considered an infernal creature. As a free action ability, you can shape change at will, letting this creature go whenever you want.
I mean, let it loose.
Yep, you can take on its form, letting it take control. If it will ever let you back in control, you don't know. But you can, it would be easy as that. Gain damage reduction 20 to all damage except untyped. And you regenerate 10 hit points at the start of each round. You think you're in control of yourself, but you're not sure if you're even you anymore.
Are we ready to react?
Some there's
Yes,
still more.
you will
Okay.
see this happen.
It's been more than a day, so I'm going to be using my religion ability, James.
Saba, what have you done?
I prevented it from chasing us.
Why isn't your stuff coming up?
It is coming out, I think, just all the way above and God knows where. My time's right. I'm not sure what's going on.
No, it's just just that singular check keeps not coming up.
Check.
No, I think that one popped up
It did.
23
it's
hours and 35 minutes ago.
Yep. 36.
Jeez, what
Is
the
is
fuck?
is your date wrong on your computer?
No.
Sure.
Perfectly right. I'm checking it right now, but seems right.
Okay, what did they get?
36 total.
36. Check again. Just gonna roll something random, see if it rolled in the right place.
It's a nice one you got there.
Hmm. Well, that goes
know
right. You getting a 1 rolls right in line with what I'm about to say.
Hold on.
You're looking around for signs and you literally stumble and fall off a ship.
Nope. I fly. Cross my
I
arms.
still fall over the
Mildly
ship.
embarrassed.
You're trying to fly, it's not working.
Huh. Do my
Your
wings stop
wings
working?
are just tangled up with each other.
That-
You've never
Hey,
had
that
this
was a
happen to you
religion check,
before.
though.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Fair enough.
How
No,
else
that's
do you
fine.
explain to
How about I
someone
sign it
that
on?
everything that could go wrong just went wrong?
Fair enough.
We had a plan, Sabo.
Well, it doesn't seem like it's on the astral plane, does it?
Can I take is there a check that I can take to understand what the hell Sabo actually just did right now?
Not as an elf, you wouldn't be familiar with this.
But it's clear that the creature's obviously now inside of since we just saw it happen. So at the very least, I understand that it's now inside of him.
Or that the two are merged, or there is something along those lines.
Less along the lines
Yeah.
of him having it inside of him, and more he took it. He drained it of all that it was and claimed that power for himself. That's more along the lines of what it looks like.
So you're not gonna just go like destroying everything in the immediate area, right?
Don't plan to. I do have to admit it's suddenly become tempting though. So I'm gonna need to figure something out for that.
Why? That's not wrong.
Not wrong. Not right either.
It's plenty right. It's just
Do
natural.
we just start seeing Sabo talk to himself now?
This is more of a mental strain with him.
Okay, but is he responding out loud?
That's up to Sabo to say.
Gonna look at them. Uh yeah, anyway.
Die.
Not gonna go do anything.
Speaking of doing things, who here has boons?
I have it.
They all have wounds.
I do.
You all hear humming.
I'm not technically there anymore.
A humming?
Yep, just a reverberating sound.
Oh.
Almost like the hum of a refrigerator. To those of you who have more boons than the others, it's far more intense for you.
You cut out there.
For those of you who have more boons than the others, it's far more intense for you.
Still falling, so not my problem right now.
You manage to catch yourself before you hit the ground. Barely.
He unfurls sort of 4 wings and kind of glares at them, a bit annoyed. Well, yeah, where is humming coming from?
The crystal.
At the epicenter of the tear.
Yep.
James, how high off the ground are we right now?
You guys are above the tower, and the tower is 120 feet tall. So probably
You know
about
what?
200 feet.
You know why I'm asking this question, James.
Kevin drops off the side.
I mean, he'll probably have to yell out at Nia to look out first, but yeah, I think so. I'm gonna tell Sabo. All right, well, keep it that way. Let's not destroy things. I'm gonna go see what's going on over there.
Right. I'm going to go.
Destroy things?
Whereabout is Leuven?
Hiding in the ship.
Gonna
He was in
go.
a safe room.
Gonna go find Leuven.
Okay. When you find Leuven, he says, "Sweet mother of gods."
I need maybe some help staying in control here.
He nods. He starts putting up a barrier.
Well, mentally.
I don't think Leuven's taking that chance.
What do you want me to do about your mentally?
Just okay. Advice? Spells?
I don't have magic for this. I've never had magic for this. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
Okay, I get it. But it's not imminent. Just and I can just ask you to think about it.
I'm not going to be able to stop thinking about this, Sabo.
Thank you. That's all I wanted to hear.
Okay. Meanwhile, the rest of you who went to the thing.
Yeah, I jump off and then I will use I'll use a second level slot to cast blast back so I catch my fall so I don't take any damage.
I mean, did you just want Kevin to carry you?
It's 200 feet down. I'm gonna take damage, and I'm a wizard. I don't like taking damage.
Fair enough.
Okay. So, the barrier. Well, the crystal, I should say.
Does it appear like it emerged from the other side, or it came out of the creature? I missed pieces of that when it emerged.
It's not. You honestly don't know. This could be what was inside of that creature. This could be the previous Sabo inside of it. This could be. Honestly, it could be anything.
That blurry picture you posted 20 minutes ago is what we see, right?
Yep, that's a creature inside of a crystal.
Can I take some sort of check to know the properties of this crystal, or try to diagnose what the properties are?
Make me a Lore Arcaf check.
Lore what?
Planar Lore would be a 7-step removed.
I think you broke up there again, James.
Planar Lore would be 7-step removed.
I didn't hear what the first one was.
Lore Arcaf check.
I don't know what the fuck that is. I'm assuming none of the other step removes is going to tell me anything, so I'm assuming I just take that. What? This Foundry is being fucking shitty lately. You've loaded the dice, James.
I wish I did, because at least then I could unload them. This crystal, it's a living crystal. That's about as much as you can tell.
I'm gonna try something, James.
Yep.
I see the person inside the crystal, right?
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna sending them.
Okay. Your magic reaches out from you, touches the crystal, and is absorbed by it.
Interesting. So nothing?
Nothing.
Interesting.
You all see the crystal reverberate as the magic touches it.
Interesting indeed.
Kevin, do you have anything? Do you have any redstone weapons still with you?
No.
Would anyone like to touch the crystal?
I mean, I would like to, but I assume it's a bad idea.
Would you like to touch the crystal, Kevin?
Not since Nilvarius mentioned redstone. Kevin unfortunately knows what redstone does. Nilvarius is seeing things he's not.
This thing seems to absorb magic. I'm not very inclined to touch it and possibly having magic stripped out of me.
That's if it
Seeing
doesn't absorb
how-
you too.
Yeah.
Alright.
Is it giving off any magical aura, actually?
Yes.
Can I take an Arcana check to diagnose the what's coming off it then?
Universal.
Everything. Okay.
No.
I'll
Universal sometimes is all different types, but in this case, it is a perfect balance of all. Honestly, it's very pretty to look at using Detect Magic.
say I can't tell how much you do because the creature is all stored and stuff. Doesn't it look like a bit like a fae? It's got the animal ears.
Perhaps.
Looks a bit fayish.
You can try bashing it with your shield, maybe. You have actually any damage potential, or is it literally just your shield?
Shield in my hands.
Oh.
Do you think I should? Do you think I should poke it with my shield?
I don't know unless we wanted to go back to town and see if we can get our hands on something redstone. That seems like it would be safe. It's the only thing that would actually damage something magical. I don't know. Sorry, this entire situation with Sabo is distressing.
Now, did Nilvarius say that it absorbs magic?
Yeah, because he probably would have saw Nia attempt to cast the spell and watched as the crystal would absorb. I can like physically see that in the world.
I mean, my shield has the like magic rune on it that you put on it.
If it strips the magic off your shield, I can replace it, but I just leery of throwing stuff at it.
No, I mean, if you want me to touch it, I'll touch it.
Maybe we should see if we can find a redstone mace of some kind before we start doing anything with it. Redstone is like anti-magic properties, if I recall, right?
Yes.
It's not necessarily anti-magic, but it's magic negation more often than not.
Okay. All right. I'm not keen on simply touching it. We should see if we can get our hands on a weapon.
All right. I mean, do you want me to sit here and make sure no one else touches it?
Probably would be wise. I'll be back. Was there we saw the thing fire out. Was there and we didn't see anyone inside the tower, and the bolt came from inside like the tower through a wall, right?
Yep. Literally through stone.
And there's no is there any actual like doors or openings in the building?
Now that you're looking for it, no, there isn't.
Illusion magic, perhaps?
I guess I can actually take a check of it. If I'm a high enough level, I can see through the illusion, but I don't know if I am, though.
Would you like to attempt to?
Yeah, I can detect if it's an illusion if it's of one rank or lower than my maximum rank. So if it's 7th ranked or lower, then I can see the illusion. I can see that it's an illusion.
As you peer closer, yes, it is an illusion. There's an entire missing section of the castle partway up.
You're cutting off.
Voice cut out.
There's an entire missing section of the tower partway up that it fired from. As for lower down, there's 2 doors. One of them appears to be steel, and the other one is some sort of rock. The steel door is much, much larger than the other.
Okay. Is there any other ores coming off it, or just the illusion?
Oh, that thing is bigger on the inside.
All right. Is it locked?
You don't think so?
I bang, bang, bang on the wall. Or on the door.
You see the drow come over and open the stone door.
That Zargon Zvith or whatever, the
Yep.
councilman.
Pargon Zith.
Pargon Zvith. I think our situation has changed a little bit. But there's a crystal at the bottom. Do you have a redstone weapon of some kind? There's a person encased inside the crystal. A redstone weapon might actually disrupt it. But it seemed I can't tell whether or not it came from inside the creature or it came from the other side of the tear. It's hard to tell.
No, I don't know. We don't have redstone. We had a very limited supply of it. We have several redstone tools, but they would be in the... what's that place called? Observatory.
Obviously, I don't intend to keep it, but the creature inside that crystal might give us some idea. It looks like Sabo and the creature
Do you hear that humming?
have become one. Yes. I mean, did it get louder when we were closer to the crystal, or was it
Yes.
louder when we were closer to Sabo?
When you're closer to the crystal.
It's coming. I get the sense that it's coming from the crystal because it was louder down here than it was on top of the ship. Something else to discuss with the council members. I don't want to act without your consent.
We should probably make a meeting with the council right now.
What'd you say,
Kevin,
James?
we will gather the council. Kevin,
Yes.
how many boons do you have?
1.
The pull is not that strong. But you kind of want to get in there. Like, just get that crystal out of the way.
So I get the feeling that I should break away the crystal and expose the inside. Is that what you're saying? Just get to the inside?
Yes. Break away the crystal, if that's how you'd like to interpret it, then so be it. But the important thing is that you're getting the sensation that you want to get inside. Specifically, get to the inside.
Varius better hurry up with those redstone stuff. I know we got redstone on the ship.
Would you like to examine the crystal?
Sure.
Okay, how would you like to go about examining it? Just feel what sort of material it is?
No, I just want to look at it real close. Novaria said don't touch.
Okay.
So for now, don't touch.
Sabo, how many boons do you have?
A lot. 5, maybe?
The sound is quite loud.
Well, sounds unfortunate. Right now, that's the least of my worries.
Understandable.
Alright. Nilvaris?
Yeah.
Message has been sent to the council. They will be gathering here shortly.
Okay. I go wherever Pargon wants me to go and stand where he wants me to stand. I wait around.
Julio. James, I'm gonna break away from Milvaris at this point.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell Milvaris to please wait here, or go on ahead. I'll be right back. I just gotta go check on my Dota.
Of course.
I go check on my Dota. And my wife.
Okay. Nilvarius, the council gathers.
Like at the tower or inside
At the
the tower?
tower.
And it's bigger on the
Outside of it.
at the tower. Okay. All right. Is it the full crew or only a couple?
Only 3 of them. The Mind Flayer, the Drow, and the Kitsune.
Okay.
They seem to be having a conversation in each other's head. After a minute, they come to an agreement and then begin approaching the crystal.
Do they enlighten me or are they just doing their own thing?
At the moment, they're doing their own thing, though they tell you to stay close by.
Yeah, he's probably stays 10, 15 feet back, respectful distance, unless they want him to be closer.
You see the Kitsune place her hand on the crystal. And you see nothing seems to happen. The Kitsune then closes her eyes. And then, about a minute later, the crystal dissolves in several chunks, layer by layer. Spiraling outwards from that area, a bit like a cone. Inverse cone, I should say.
Does it free the creature inside?
No. In fact, it doesn't seem to get close. They look at each other. She looks at her hand, squeezing it several times.
Do I see what's happening in a magical sense? Like watching it, how much of it's stripping
She
away? Can
seemed
I
to
actually
attune to
quantify?
it. It didn't seem to drain any magic from her. It's a very
Did you
strange
attune and
interaction.
reveal anything?
Yes, I was able to imbue it.
Did she say imbue it?
Imbue it.
What does she mean by that? Me, the player, doesn't understand.
Nilvaris wouldn't be sure. Imbue it with what would be the question.
What did you imbue it with? Did it take magic? Did you put magic into it?
I bestowed some other power into it. The drow places their hand next, and you see twice that of the Kitsune shatter away. But still not close.
Kevin's just looking at Nelvarius at this point, like, what, you're gonna let them touch it, but not me?
James, do I come back at this point for close?
You've not found your family yet.
I'm not looking for them physically. I'm gonna build some distance sending them and see if they're okay.
All right. Now,
Yep.
Varys, we'll go ahead and
You send in
go
your wife,
ahead and
and
do the
she's doing
exact same
okay.
thing.
The child also doing okay? Sorry for cutting you out, but I need to know where I
She
am at this
gives
point.
you a rather strict series of information about the child. The child is fine, the child is healthy, the child is okay, the child is happy.
She okay, happy, etc., etc.?
Yes. She says for brevity.
Well, okay, heading out to Lavarius.
Varys goes and go ahead and does the same thing, watching them what
Okay.
they just did.
So you lay your hand on the crystal.
Yes.
You attune to the crystal.
Yes.
You feel that this crystal has slots open for boons. Would you like to pass a boon to it?
Okay. Hold on. What am I willing to give up? I will pass up my silent step. That was a legendary boon, if that matters.
Okay, any others?
No.
Kevin at this point getting no explanation of what's going on. So what is going on here?
It seems to absorb. It seems to absorb boons. Does the crystal react when I add my
Yes.
silent when I give it that boon?
When you pass
How much
form
of it
to
shears
it,
away?
a single layer seems to peel away from it.
It seems to absorb boons. Each boon passed on to it seems to shear off more of the crystal. It goes without saying I lost that boon, correct?
Yes.
Okay, but weren't you just telling me that we don't know what this thing is and we might not want to do that? Like what?
You see, monkey do.
Will someone fill me in on what's going on?
This thing it absorbs boons, and it's likely forming a prison around the individual. Both Linzel and Pargon and Councilmember Pargon Zith both have made the estimation that it seems to be relatively harmless, and I came to help. It is part of, they deemed it necessary, so I contributed.
Does the council say anything to fill Kevin in whatsoever?
You see the kitsune speaking backwards.
Excellent. Does the mind flayer help me out at all?
James, I should be there at this point, I think, right?
Nilvarius
yet.
can translate for you.
So the
After
kitsune,
she says what she says, he translates it.
the kitsune is saying that this is some sort of devil magic barrier. A exchange of, it seems, the price of freedom. Old devil magic, probably second circle. Might be third circle of hell, actually. They liked their crystals. This poor creature seems to be some sort of prisoner in there.
And we want to let them out?
Why not? The kitsune says with a grin. The drow face palms and then leaves. The mind flayer looks at the kitsune. And then looks away.
Is he
I'm going to be honest, that doesn't inspire me with a lot of confidence.
Is there any other means to breach this barrier?
She shrugs.
Any chance a redstone weapon can hammer at it?
She shrugs.
Can we perhaps try?
She shrugs.
Okay, well, this is only one of two issues that are important right now.
She asks if your friend is going to be a problem now.
I think so. Did she say it in just human? Did she say it in another language?
She says it in human, but it's still backwards.
In Fey, he responds back to her. I think so.
Pity.
James, do I see any of the council members leaving?
You would have seen a drow leaving as you're approaching.
Can I approach them instead of approaching them directly? The Leviathan and
can.
others? I would like to approach the drow.
What is it?
You okay?
There are matters
I'm
that
assuming
need
they
my
seem
attention.
frustrated, right?
I didn't hear what you said, James.
There are matters that need my attention.
Understood. Is there anything we can do?
He closes his eyes for a moment, thinking back on your abilities. No, there is not.
I have learned some since we last met. My capabilities have increased. If there's anything you think I can do, let me know. Were there any casualties? I apologize for taking our time away. We'd just like to ask this.
So far, no.
I just hope it stays that way. I can heal if that's okay. If there's anyone to be healed.
You might need to go save your friends.
I'm assuming he is a bit busier at this point. Then she will just nod to him and go. I'm assuming I don't see the Mind Flayer anywhere, so
Correct. The Mind Flayer is still with the others.
yeah, I'm gonna go to Nulvaris then.
Alright.
How's everyone looking?
Stressed?
Kevin looks
Except for
confused.
Kevin.
Understandable. Hey, everyone.
Hey, Nia.
Oh, Crystal. Why does it hum so much? I don't want to go in there.
It seems that if we have to, that this creature is imprisoned and the shell is likely dispelled by it receiving boons. The pieces that have already fallen off is because myself and
Can it only do that? Like, can we only give it boons?
Laz and Runa also applied it. Did Linzel actually put something into it or no?
Yes, she did.
Okay.
Did the Mind Flayer actually?
The
I
Mind
don't
Flayer
remember
has
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he did. Who else put
No.
stuff in
He
there?
put his
Just the
hand, but I
drow.
don't think he put anything, right?
No, the Mind
Oh,
Flayer didn't
Argon
touch
Zith-
it. It was Argon Zith, the drow, and it was the Kitsune.
And
Can you
then
touch it
I
without
put
giving it a boon?
He didn't
Yes.
touch it at all.
No, what I mean is, can you touch the thing without giving it a boon?
I presume so. It had to be a willing choice. Yeah, I sensed
I'm
that it could
gonna-
actually receive boons, and that's what I put in. Councilman Linzel put one in, Councilman Zith put it in, and Lazimuna simply observed.
I'm gonna put my hand on the crystal.
Okay, in the same spot everyone's been touching?
Yeah.
Okay, you do so. You
I'm
feel
gonna
like
try
you
to
can tune
communicate
to
with
this.
it. Cool. I tune to it.
Okay. You feel like there's a spot for you to transfer something to.
I'm gonna try to communicate with it instead.
How would you like to try to do that?
Reach out with my will and try to empathize with it first and foremost.
There's nothing to reach out to.
No soul inside, no consciousness.
Doesn't appear to be.
She takes her hand away and unattunes to it.
It's a bit difficult to pull your hand away, but you do.
Interesting. Can't seem to communicate. Is the kitsune still here?
The kitsune is.
Kitsune
you
and
think
my
there's a-
firebolt still here.
Oh, cool. Hey, do you guys think there's a way for us to communicate with this creature? Maybe they know more.
She says something backwards.
I can't talk to anyone, James?
Sorry, what was that?
I can't. Does my thing apply to this? The speak to anything?
You can speak to them, just doesn't mean that you can understand them.
All right.
What did-
How has Nilvaris been understanding them?
Novarius is fluent in it.
In speaking backwards?
Yep.
I thought that if you learn Kitsune, you yourself start speaking backwards.
Correct. He doesn't know Kitsune, he knows all of the other languages that
Okay,
he
so he knows
flips.
every single one except for Kitsune.
Hold on. This counts as a language?
When you learn Kitsune, any other language that you speak it backwards. So let's say you start speaking human. You're now speaking human backwards.
No. What I mean is this counts as a language, which he's talking right now.
No, it's just a constant check to actually try and figure out what they're saying. Novarius has been speaking to them often enough that he has become fluent in reversing what they're saying. You've just not had to deal with that to actually reverse it. So if you want to reverse it, it's just an intelligence-based check.
What the hell? Society?
No, just
Must be
intelligence.
flat intelligence.
It's only DC 15.
Yep, okay. That plus 5. 24.
You succeed. It takes you about a minute to reverse what they're saying, but you do so.
Cool. What'd she say?
What was your question?
If she thinks there's any way for us to communicate with the creature inside.
Well, yeah, by getting through the crystal.
Yeah, the question is, we don't know, like, obviously the creature that made this, the creature that is trapped, isn't the creature that made the barrier, right? My concern is that we're throwing divine boons, or whatever boons, into potentially some devil somewhere that made this fucking thing, to trap this thing.
Kitsune smiles. Big grin ear to ear.
I grin back at them. Big grin,
devil
ear
said-
ear to ear.
You know, since it's actually lost some of its it's an outside like crystal, it has come more into view.
Not
We
enough.
see it a little bit clearer.
A little bit clearer, yes.
Is there any way to make out if it's a devil of some kind or a tiefling, or make out some of its features? Or can we make a perception check to see if we can actually look through it, even if it's a high DC?
Let me see. Just gotta count the layers. Not at the layer that you're currently at.
We need flurry.
Good fucking luck.
We can take the crystal to Flurry.
I mean, flurry is the thief. We just need her to steal boons.
You do realize she's only ever done that like once, and that was not by her own will.
I'm gonna go see Sabo while we're talking here.
Okay.
Be careful, Nia.
What's he gonna do? Kill me?
Yes.
Cool.
He's not trustworthy in his state.
They're gonna be fine. Okay, I'm gonna go see them.
Okay. Sabo, what are you doing on the ship? Leuven's currently conducting research.
Making appropriate size clothes, but also can I figure out a wish to help retain control while we're still doing research? Not going to cost 5 digits?
Okay, what would you like to wish for? Well, what sort of wish would you like to check for? Look, I need a bit more of an idea of what you're actually going for in order to give you an estimate.
So maybe preventing the influence on my mind from creature inside me.
My
Barrier.
recommendation would be to put up fail-safes to prevent
Yes.
failures.
I was contingencies is kind of the next step. Yes.
Okay.
So something that if I lose control, that will let me get it back.
I was just getting an estimate for that before.
Just to be clear, I don't necessarily mind the fact that I'm going to destroy the world. I just want it to be on my terms.
Of course.
Yes,
That is by creating the biggest slime.
the psychopath just got more psychopath abilities. Don't worry about it.
That would be being a bit hypocritical if I worried about it.
How many layers of that would you like, Sabo?
How much does a layer
I put it in chalice uses.
cost me? Ah, yeah. Sorry.
That's all good.
So that will allow me to reroll?
No, that's just an auto success. In the event that you fail, it replaces it with a success.
Okay, so basically, I guess do I have to do that every day?
You don't know yet.
Okay, so let's put on 2 for now, because otherwise, getting quite costly.
Okay.
And I will, yeah, I guess I need something to increase my will saves urgently.
Okay. Neo, you find Zabo.
Hey,
Hello. Hi. Hello, hello.
how you
Um,
feeling?
I have figured out how to prevent it from taking me over.
She nods.
It's quite costly. So what I need to do now is find some items that will mean that I can resist it a bit better just by myself as well, so that the costly method doesn't have to be used so often.
She nods again. She understands that.
I'm not exactly sure how well it's gonna go down if I go into the town like this.
Been there, buddy.
So I'm gonna and yeah, my clothes is all ripped.
Yep.
Yeah. How does that affect his Elgaran clothes?
They're ruined.
That's that. What's Huh? They're ruined. Oh,
The
okay.
I
Elgaran
can't
clothes are
repair
You're gonna
ruined.
them.
No.
Anyway, for me, no. So I'm
You wouldn't have
Can
been
they
able to
use
wear
the
them if
clothes?
you repaired them.
Hmm?
You wouldn't have been able to wear them if you repaired them anyway.
okay. So then they're not magical that grew with me. Okay.
No.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get on making myself a new outfit.
Got it.
So I can be seen in public. But if you could, I understand that there might be a bit of a chaos right now. Shop for an item that would help me with my willpower and my wisdom. Both of those items is something I need right now.
I've been meaning to look into wisdom stuff too, so we can look together. You're the priority now. And if you ever need to talk to anyone about the, issues with your own head betraying you, well, I've been there.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's betraying me. It's not that different from what I was doing beforehand.
Well, whatever it is that you're feeling, know that I'm gonna help you out.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nia says, unwittingly offering her help to destroying the world.
Is that a promise?
With her, you never know.
Well, I'm wondering because I'm wondering
Yeah, I
if your
know.
staff is bound to it now.
I don't. It wasn't said as a promise. It was just more like, if you come to her for help. But like, if you come to her for help and she says she's gonna help you, yeah, that would be a problem.
Okay. Well, I think you just said that if I come to you for help, then you will
Yeah,
have to
she.
say
Yeah,
that
you
you will
did.
help me.
Yeah, she will. She means for that.
Okay.
So I don't think you know about the staff yet.
No, that's a meta thing. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna craft myself the clothes. Look. Let me get my funds for you. I'm just going to give. Oh, keep in mind, we can't spend exactly absolutely all of our money because we needed to fly the ship.
Just take care.
Hmm. How much? We've earned quite a lot of money.
Mild understatement, but yes, go on.
And the council's still paying us for the tree.
Yep.
A very small amount, but yes.
Well, it's like it's an amount per year. So I should be able to get like a couple of +3 items. 100k each was the price, kind of around there. Even less it was, but yeah.
It was like 30 or 40k, I believe.
Yeah. Oh, I will authorize Nia. I mean, I wonder if the prices are going to go up or down in this situation. But yeah, I'll authorize Nia to spend 100k of my cash for now.
And you want me to look for wisdom items, right?
Wisdom, and we'll save.
Cool. Go do that. And I'll take the time to go see my wife and my daughter while I'm in the town, James. So send me what I find.
Would you like to find T-Rain?
Yeah, terrain.
Yeah, we need Terrain to buy it.
Let me post
I'm gonna go find
T-Rain's
Terrain.
updated outfit.
God damn it.
Is he a rich bitch?
This is
Oh,
modern
yeah,
T-Rain.
Terrain's modern outfit is incredible.
One word for it.
That is Terrain's updated outfit.
All right.
Sorry, is Tyrion a dwarf or is he a human? I'm assuming
Human.
he's human.
He was a human.
He's a very fat human.
Let me post what he originally looked like.
Yeah, just so Novaris can see the guy that we decided, yeah, let's make a business agreement with this guy.
This is the guy you hired.
He's gained weight.
The man's wearing thongs
Slop.
and socks.
Yeah, he's living a great life right now.
Yeah. Damn.
Poor posture.
All right, so assuming there's just the gathering of the three of us still at the crystal, right?
Yep. Well, and Kevin.
Thanks
Mind
for that,
Flayer,
James.
Kitsune, Kevin, and Novaris.
I'm not sure what else we can really do for this being right now.
Kitsune says, why don't you give it a hand? I did. It'll work out great.
I already did it. I already did as well.
Well, if that's all you got, that's
Unless
all
we
you
get
got.
other-
Get someone else to.
I don't know if there's anyone else that's willing or able to do it. Kevin, I don't think is able or willing. I think you're pretty stripped at this point, or nothing you can really give up. Nia already tried, and she made a decision not to.
Kevin, the
And I
Kitsune
don't trust
walks over
Bono.
to you, wraps their arms around you, and then starts inching you closer so that your hand stretches out towards the crystal. Would you like to resist?
It's not directly. It's not directly harmful, Kevin. You can touch it.
I would like to resist what she's trying.
Okay.
What are you doing?
touch the crystal, touch the crystal, touch the crystal. The Mind Flayer is just looking on in disappointment.
And whom?
Yes.
It's a choice that it's a choice that you make, Kevin. It's not going to demand it of. It's not going to demand it of you. It's
touch
not
the
overtly
crystal,
damaging
touch
to
the
you.
crystal, touch the crystal,
your-
Why?
touch the crystal.
It's your choice. I'm not going to coerce you like Linzel is doing.
Why do you want this thing out of its prison?
An enemy of the devils is an ally of us, or more like an enemy of my enemy is my friend. For all we know, maybe this thing was sealed inside of it, or maybe the beast was sealed inside her, or something like that. Maybe the crystal has something to do with it. We don't know. There's a lot of information that we
maybe this is the
we
big
might be able to
scary
learn.
boss that the creature was trying to stop us from freeing.
Doubtful. But how this?
And so why do you want it free?
The kitsune goes to kick you towards the crystal.
Go ahead, roll to hit. All right, that's a critical hit. Roll your damage. That's bludgeoning?
Yep.
Yeah, I feel nothing. She
She's
just kicked
still-
solid dark steel.
She's trying to kick you towards the thing.
Yeah, I weigh 1,700 pounds if you count myself.
Okay, yeah,
the
she's not
dark steel full
succeeding
plate.
then.
Yeah. Dark steel full plate, dark steel fortress shield, plus like 200 pounds of Kevin.
Not gonna lie, the 200 pounds of Kevin is negligible. That's a rounding error.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 1,500 pounds of dark steel.
Touch the crystal, touch the crystal, touch the crystal, touch the crystal, she says while nursing her leg that just kicked dark steel.
Yeah, at this point, Kevin's gonna look at the mind flayer like, help.
You get a look of fuck no from the Mind Flayer. So what do you do?
So I still am getting the innate want of wanting to get into the middle of this thing, right?
Yes.
Kevin's interpretation is different from everyone else's. Yes. Like we don't feel that kind of pull.
You haven't spent enough time staring at it. You've been more focused on the conversation with everyone else. Kevin
okay.
sat there and just stared at it for a bit.
This crystal wants me to get inside of it.
Maybe you just want to get inside it.
That's a very strange feeling. It seemed to almost want boons from us, but each boon that it took sheared off parts of the crystal. But I can't say I felt the straw.
What are you gonna do, Kevin?
I want to ask Lindsay, why do you really want to get inside there?
Why not?
Because you always have some ulterior motive. And you're being awfully friendly in comparison to the last time we spoke.
Fine, then don't do it. She lets go of you, Kevin, and walks away.
Kevin is even more confused now. If
As in
that's
she's
even possible.
As
She's
soon as
leaving the area.
the gathering. There's nothing we can do about this right now. I guess that's going to be it. That's going to be it for this.
Kevin's gonna look to the Mind Flayer again. Do you know more than they do on this?
I wish.
Go check on Sabo if you would, Kevin. I don't really trust his state.
Guys, they're fine. They already wanted to destroy the world anyway.
Check on him how? What am I gonna do? Like, sure, I'll go check on him, because, like, that's fine, but what am I gonna do if he's not okay?
Restrain him.
Die.
You constantly you consistently boast about your ability to restrain things. Sabo's of small enough stature, you might be able to restrain him. Keep him calm, assuming that whatever the hell that thing is hasn't damaged him in any sort of way.
What your friend is trying to say is you will die. Try to make the ship go forwards before you do. At least that way, the creature will be lost in the distance. I hear you're a champion of Yesla. May she have mercy on your soul. The Mind Flayer does a small farewell greeting.
Although I don't think we have to worry about that anymore.
I'm assuming Mind Flayer is walking away, and I'm gonna actually go catch up to him.
The Mind Flayer is remaining at this stage. It's trying to figure out what it's going to do with this crystal.
How everyone's more worried about the crystal than
Not everyone.
Yeah. Kevin will go check in on Sabo, because he just has no idea what's going on right now.
As soon as Kevin's away, he sort of he gestures to the Mind Flayer and he taps his head.
Inside of your head, Novarius, you hear him say yes.
I'm gonna go look into something, and I'm gonna be leaving this group. Whatever actions that you need to take to secure the safety of Ventrix, please take them. Regardless of what that means. I'm going to go elsewhere to see if I can get some more useful information on the situation at hand. It'll take some time for me to get there and even longer to come back. But I can't let this stay as is. We are grossly ill-equipped. I'm just saying that if something happens, I know that you will take whatever action you deem as necessary for the safety of the people of Ventrix. I'm just saying that whatever happens, you have my support, and you will not have any ill will from me.
Very well.
He goes and he walks away. As soon as I'm out of the range of the planar tear, when I can no longer feel its effects on me.
All right.
In the direction of Algara. I'm familiar with Algara enough that I understand its ley line. So when I hit an active ley line that leads in the direction of Algara,
You don't know
I
where its
pitch a
ley
ride
lines
on
are.
it. I was there, and I was told about it. They were an intersection between 7 ley lines. They said.
Yes. You know where Algara is in regards to the ley lines. You don't know where the actual ley lines sprawl out.
Oh well, regardless,
That would require
I take
maps
the
outside
optimal
of the
path.
city, and they don't have that.
Okay, regardless, I go, and if I find myself at the end of the teleport and I can feel there's a ley line nearby, then I will try and go find it.
I'll let you know if you
But
hit one.
that's what I'm gonna. Yeah, so I'm teleport away.
Okay. Kevin, you go up the ship.
All right.
You go and find Sabo.
Yep.
You find Sabo.
You hear a peal of lightning in the distance.
Okay. That is the least of things on Kevin's mind right now.
Yeah, just you hear that.
What do
So
you
you
once
said
you
I find
find Sabo?
Hi Sabo.
Hello. Getting better now, thank you.
Okay. I don't know what's going on right now.
Well, I appear to have whatever that creature was contained. I have figured out a way to keep it that way. I am figuring out more ways to keep it that way. I welcome help to keep it that way.
What do you need from me?
If someone decides they want to kill me, don't let them.
Got it.
I mean, if they kill me, they might let it out, and well, probably going to be worse than keeping it inside me. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yes, so Nia's gone to get me some items that will help. Leuven is doing some research, and I'm crafting myself some new clothes so I can go in public.
Hey, James.
Yep.
Apologies for intercepting. This might be important for Sabo. I know that Sabo is not a Nephilim, correct? Even now?
Correct.
But can they still be eligible for some Nephilim racial feats?
I will need to check.
Specifically Devil in Plain Sight, which allows you to hide your your extraplanar features.
No. Continue, Kevin and Sabo.
Okay, so the crystal down there.
Mhm.
They think it's some kind of devilish prison thing for whatever's inside of it.
Mhm.
And apparently you put boons into it,
Oh,
and then it breaks away the layers of the prison.
okay. And
And
they're
for
trying to
some,
open it?
yeah.
I think that's a great idea. Uh,
Why?
so there's like a lady in there, right?
Yeah.
Um, and that came out of when I stripped this thing out of the creature.
Okay.
So that must mean that that lady had the creature inside her. But
Okay.
where did the prison come from? The prison didn't come from the reality explosion. In fact, the reality explosion did absolutely fuck all, it seems. Because, well, the lady in the prison stayed here. I'm assuming that wouldn't have worked at all in the first place. So what must that mean? That must mean that that lady was imprisoned, and then she let the devil out that was not held by this, not the devil, the creature out. That lady must have had the creature inside her, and when she was imprisoned, she let it out, and then she wasn't able to get control back. So if we free her, that must also mean that she had control at some point. So if we free her, I can learn more about how to control it.
So do you want to go give that crystal boons to help release her?
Yeah, I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
Would you say that?
Oh boy, that's exactly what Lancel said.
Sounds like Manzel has a clue. I've got a few useless ones. I think Nia has that dirt eating one. I gave it back.
I think Nia would part with far more useful boons before she parted with the Dark Eating one.
Yeah, but that's the only one you have, because otherwise I would have had all
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah. That is true.
So
Okay, here is...
I mean, how long will it take me to just make myself presentable, James?
Define presentable.
Not having my dong out because everything's ripped. You know, have clothes that look like they were made for me,
3 or 4 hours?
and I've already gone on for a bit. I'm gonna,
Get it.
yeah, I'm going to finish a suit and go. But now, where's Novarez, by the way? He wasn't very happy.
He was over back at the crystal.
Okay,
He and the Mind Flayer were still over there, so they're probably still there.
all right. Well, I'll finish my suit and then I'll come down.
He seemed to think it was a good idea if I stay with you.
Oh, okay. So yeah, the thing is that right now I'm keeping it in check with the chalice. But yeah, so I can't really go very far in case I need to recharge. Don't know how much power it's going to be taking. But Yeah. Anyway, let me close down so I can talk to people.
Okay.
Okay. After a few hours, you get your clothes. Nia, you've gone shopping.
Let's check on my daughter and then and my wife before I went shopping.
I mean,
Since
to
now
go
I have
shopping,
time.
you just need to tell Terrain to go shopping.
Well, yeah, but I'm probably gonna go from Mert. So like first I'm gonna go. Well, I'm gonna tell Train to get things in order, and then I'm gonna meet them after I finish checking on my daughter and my wife.
So, you go to see your wife, and she is speaking
Yep.
to the kitsune.
Checks out.
Their
going?
conversation is suddenly stopped when you arrive.
How's that going before I get there?
Was going very well.
Interesting.
Oh, is this the first time your wife is seeing your new body?
Yeah, but my appearance was very close to it, and I should not be looking human because that's what I do when I go outside.
Oh, okay.
So I look exactly the same.
Okay, got it.
All right, how's she doing?
The second she sees you, she says, "It's time for us to go."
Thanks.
We are free now, let's go.
Blinks. Looks at Kitsune, look at her. What?
Kitsune shrugs. She then whistles and walks away. Doing 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back as she walks away.
Looks back at Naya. What?
I know what happened.
I would like to know what happened. That's what I'm going
They
to ask
don't
them.
want
What
me
happened?
around the town.
Once you fucking gone is what they want.
Yeah, but I was meta. I was figuring that out. They probably
Yeah,
want
yeah, yeah.
Sabo as far as possible from the town right now. But in universe, Nia has no fucking clue what's going on.
They said all we have to do is take the crystal and go. And that's what we're gonna do.
Cool.
She grabs you by the hand and starts dragging you.
I have to get something for
No.
Sabo first. Well, they're gonna get possessed and turn into a giant monster that can kill everyone
She
if we
is
don't
now
do
trying
that.
to
Which is
crush your hand.
it's gonna kill our daughter if we let them. If we let that happen.
And if we blow our chance to leave right now and they change their mind, then what?
I mean, at least okay. I've already got the rain. We have to go get our daughter first.
She's already got your daughter.
Oh, let's put them in the ship then.
Fine, don't come with me. She lets go of you and walks off with your daughter.
Where are you going exactly?
Ship.
That's what I was about to tell us to do.
Not that ship.
You want to get in a normal seafaring vessel.
I'm not an idiot, Nia. I know what it's going to be like on that ship without magic.
The magic isn't gone everywhere. It's gone in this area. We have to find a new ley line, which is what we're gonna do. We have a far better chance of getting to a place with magic on that ship than on a normal seafaring vessel. Anything happens to a seafaring vessel right now, you're just screwed. Even I can't really teleport. There's a reason I'm on that ship beyond just it being where my friends are. It is the best place to be if you want to be able to travel in case something happens. We've escaped at Tarask. I don't think a seafaring vessel can escape much of anything. She'll be much safer there than in a normal-ass place, even with danger of the crystal. I understand the urge to just grab everything and run before things can go bad, but we have to be rational here. Please. You will notice Nia didn't lie at any single point in the situation. She is giving her like specific views on the situation. Because if she thought it was better for her daughter to just take a random ass ship and go, she would probably consider going. I'm not sure how she would act then. But like she would not say no, come with me even if it's unsafe, but she doesn't think it's safer right now to be on a random ship. Even with Sabo being the potential danger, she still thinks it's safer on our ship than a random ass seafaring vessel going nowhere. Way more protection and the chance to actually get somewhere with actual magic.
Fine. I'll see you at the ship.
I'm gonna accompany them there. She's acting weirdly and I don't trust her right now. In fact, she has been acting weirdly to Nia for a little bit, but Nia's not gonna point it out yet.
Okay, who's going to go shopping for me?
Well, I'm gonna get them to the ship first, and then I'm gonna get to Rain to finish shopping. That's what I just told her. We want to get the daughter off the city before anyone can stop him.
Okay, so you escort them to the ship?
Yep. I'm gonna ask if my daughter's about like what 8 right now? 5, 6, 8, I think.
I'd need to check.
How old is she?
I think
Yeah,
she's
let's check.
7-ish.
Fair enough. Does she want to go flying with me? I can carry her.
No.
Fair enough. Then we ball. I'll take her there. Then I'll finish the task for Sabo and come back to ship. Well, buy the stuff for Sabo and go back to ship. But before that, I'm gonna ask Kevin to make sure they don't leave before I come back at least.
Okay. So. Where is that?
Is there anything I need to grab home for Adota to leave?
No, she's got everything of hers.
Is my wife?
She didn't really have anything.
Okay. Should I buy anything for either of them? For the trip? Well, trip.
She hasn't asked you to.
Yeah, but I'm gonna ask them.
Weapons.
What kind?
Whatever we might need.
Anything better than what Sabo can make? Because I think Sabo can make most of...
Isn't he the danger?
Yeah, I'm gonna get them both a weapon, but... And yeah, I'm assuming I can do the shopping. We can do the shopping later, without taking up session time, right?
That's fine.
Then I'm just gonna do that and come back to the ship.
Okay, so you drop them off, and you see the
I'll
Inquisitor
talk to
waiting
Kevin
at the
about it.
entrance of the city.
I'm gonna go talk to them.
Where do you think you're going?
Back to the city to shop for stuff now.
Didn't...
Wanna come?
You know what? Fine.
He
you
makes a
can finish
show
shopping,
of
but
offering.
you guys need to get out of here as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I know, but I have to buy stuff for Sabo for obvious reasons.
My understanding is he's not stable, is he?
Yeah, they asked me to buy stuff for their wisdom, well, pretty much mental control, the same stuff that I used to invest in when I was crazy. So I'm gonna look into the city to buy that sort of stuff.
Okay,
so that they will be
tell them that
actually
the
stable.
council's approved these sales. We put out a notice
Cool.
yesterday saying that all magic items should be held.
Alright, do you want to come with me?
Not really, no.
Which council member is this? She's talking to.
The Inquisitor.
Melee.
Melees.
Oh, melees.
Yeah. Cool. Blinks? Is there anything else you need me for, or what?
Nope, she gestures for you to go while she goes to deal with the next issue.
Yep, she's gonna go. Doesn't really like any of them anyway, so.
Okay. Then I suppose that's where we can end the session for this week.
Oh!
Hoping for the realization that